kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. So Ohio State's offense is up first today. So here we are at the semifinal stage. The final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kurt, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure. And now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they have gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team.
He's in the clear. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
You talk about a headache for a defensive coordinator. You got to plan around that kind of speed and discipline and elusiveness from a quarterback like this. Man, it creates nightmares that this defensive coordinator, I'm sure, dealt with.
First down now at the 46. Instead of being backed up, that one big play has got them out near midfield. Here comes the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games and all those great backs they've had over the years.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. It's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Grab down the middle. It's Porter. That played more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trap. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Try to convert with a sweep. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. QB keeper all the way. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So on fourth down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
field goal. The kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men who are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch, and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And that run produces a decent gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. From the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a precedent down to this offense.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. It's a run to the left. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's Tuggle. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
That's how you do it. The receiver's able to get away from the first tackler, but not the second. Good job to bring him down and prevent that 3rd down conversion.
4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. He goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Execution in a long drive. That's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And they hand it off to the back. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker on downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pulls it in. It's Graham. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. And the offense forced to punt for the 1st time tonight. And that sets up a return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To his right. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Movement here from the tight end. A pop pass on the jet sweep. End zone ahead.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Graham. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw over the middle. Catch made in space. Look out.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this drive. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient, prolific quarterback under center.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. The shotgun running play called. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up 1st down at the 33. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Short connection to the tight end here. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 50 yards away. And he's got it, no problem.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense comes out to start this drive. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They start the drive with a good throw to the right.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now it's 2nd down here. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
They spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a first down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Cut quickly. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Wants to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. He hands it to the back. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Well, guys, we'll kick this away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, they're going to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete, trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what.
Good. Look out, he's in the clear at the 10.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Grab down the middle. It's Graham.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They mix it up with a run. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And at first down, they go right back to him. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there, but throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
On third down, he drops to throw. Let's it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
On the run here. Let's it go.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the run game. They know this offense, this situation, they've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
So the misfire in first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. Shotgun formation. Here's the inside handoff. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Moves out of the pocket. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up for the first down at the 21.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On first down, it's play action. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
Third and goal, they'll try to run it in. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
He finds his tight end for the catch. And he goes out of bounds, but did not make it to the marker, about a yard short. And the offense trots back out on the field again. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot?
Really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Caught in the backfield. It's Tuttle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Inches away. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
The offense really clicking here. Off the RPO, clock to the right. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
On 3rd and short, try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Headed for the end zone.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Porter. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Makes the catch. It's Roberts. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, trying to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Looking downfield near the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a